Get it in some water, and I'm afraid to say it, but it's a first world issue. Got no comms. So the only way to get comms is to move. I have no reason to stick around in Bronston for too long. I wanted to do some stuff. I've done some sort of stuff, but the main effort was to get Colin's engine checked over by Tony Redshaw, who's just up the way. I posted a video last week. I need to answer some comments. I need to get my social media thing going, and I can't do that if I'm sticking around in Bronston. Maslow should have worked out that there's something called Wi-Fi, the internet. It wasn't thought about in his time when he wrote his hierarchy of needs, but I think Wi-Fi is now physiological effects, which is water, food, air, clothing, because you need them to survive, otherwise you get a bit chilly and embarrassed. Well, I would anyway. Moving on to Pastures New, turning left at Bronston Junction, going that way. Run the VT. So shout out to Tony and Bev, and who's on the Sun Uppers, and also Debbie, who's on Gone Bush. I'll send you a text. Do you want to meet at the pub tonight? 1900. That one? I need to get comms. You know what it's like. First world issue. Hello, Ben. Well, do you want drinking and food? All right. I'll have comms when I get there. See you later. Spots along this patch yesterday. Didn't take long for them to be snaffled up by various boaters, seeing this is a prime location opposite the pub. Mind you, you have to go down that way across Towpath and back up to get to it. And Midland Chandlers is just up the road. I went to Midland Chandlers yesterday and I had to buy some stuff ready to go on the Thames, like some of those buoyancy aids. Ooh, they were a bit steep in price. And I also bought some Fabsil stuff for the canopy, waterproofing, and also a canopy cleaner, just to keep on top of things. Kit husbandry and all that sort of stuff you kind of learned in my last job. So here we go. Whatever it is, Bronston Junction. Spin left for Pastures New. Here we go. Sharp right on the tiller. A little tight, to be honest. Maybe it's poor steering. Look at that down there, look. I didn't even see it, look. Doom cloud. Low mist, low cloud, low low cloud. Towpath changes sides, look, to go this way over the bridge, come back down and under the bridge. Ducks chopsing off behind me. Look. I do find this self-filming malarkey a little challenging. The boat's all over the place when I'm filming, or if I'm watching the boat, the camera's all over the place. I need to find a better way of doing it. Easier in the summer, although it's easier with somebody else on the boat, isn't it? Far easier. Wind's got up, bit chilly. Let the fire go out as well. Bit daft, wasn't it? Bit daft. Anyway, I'm going to let you, this is a nice part of the canal actually. I'm going to let you watch the canal instead of me. Always a benefit to watching this channel. Somewhere, I don't know where, but there we go. Alright, I'll speak to you later. Ciao, Papa. Slow going, innit? This fella's squared away, isn't he? A nice little barbecue in the shed. Dog's life, it says. He's got some stuff. Most of it outside the boat. Where I was going. A few wind turbines up there. This is a nice garden. Solar panels at the back. I wanted to see, because it's cold on the boat today, I wanted to see if if the boat warms up by itself without the need for a fire. The fire went out last night. In fact, the fire went out at mid-afternoon yesterday. I was out last night with Tony and Felix, some subscribers that came down to see me from they were at the Airwash Canal, and they came down to Bronston. Me and Colin met them in the Admiral Nelson. A very nice night. Thank you very much for them to come down and see me and Colin. It's a nice day out there. Ow, I've just hit my head. Look at that, it's a lovely morning. I just want to talk to you about towpath, because on this stretch of towpath, it's particularly, well, difficult. I don't know why some people want to moor where the back garden is particularly muddy. I mean, I'm just wandering around and I'm losing my footing all the time. It's just, well, muddy. You can hear the squelching of the mud. So if you want to cruise at the winter, you kind of need to make sure you've got welly boots, and a good pair at that. I'm not sure, well, I am sure, but it's not too different to walking in the canal, really. I mean, that's what we're doing. But also, we have had a lot of rain just recently, and there's more coming. And now here's the thing. There's not many people, I know, because when I'm on the boat, there's not many people passing the boat. And, you know, it's just the way it is, isn't it? There's this part of the towpath's not so bad. Bit of green grass. My shadow. But to walk on the towpath late at night, not a good thing. Not in this area anyway. Just a quagmire. It is. But it does say that on the Nicholson guide to the South Oxford. It does say that parts of the towpath are a little bit testing. I'm not sure if that's the words I use, but you get the point. They are. So well done, Nicholson, who wrote the guide. And that Nicholson guide, well, that was written some time ago, and towpaths haven't changed. They haven't. Nightmare. Oof. Look at this. Look at that. Then it comes good again. First time every time now. It started to spark, and the reason being, well, the spark plug wasn't sparking because there was no fuel getting to it, and the reason for that was because the choke wasn't fully turning on. So when Champion got it back to Champion, I don't know what they did. However, they caused a fuel leak, and the linkage towards the choke wasn't working properly. So with a little bit of tweaking, Colin, and a little bit of oil on it, me, end result, Proper Bobby Dazzler. Love it. It's now a champion. Love it. How simple things change my life. That's all I can say. A simple thing. It now sparks into life. Gift. Let's get some power in the battery. Earlier in the video, did the boat warm up? It did. It took almost a full day, but it did get to 20 degrees, or near enough to 20 degrees. I'm going to talk about towpaths just quickly. The CRT have got a new towpath policy which was written, date of issue January 24, a couple of months ago. And I've been reading through it, and I think by and large CRT have a very difficult job in maintaining all the towpaths, because the towpaths are a health and safety issue, and I think that's what's going to catch them out, and that's what they're scared of, particularly down the South Oxford. Which I think there are some treacherous parts of the towpath down there. And I did see some fella, I said to him, what are you doing, checking numbers and stuff? He goes, no, I'm checking the towpath, the condition of the towpath, because there is a plan in place to renovate some of the towpaths around this area. Which I thought, oh, that's very good. I can't complain about that, really. But looking through the towpath code, for example, it says pedestrians have priority. I don't know how this can be enforced, by the way. Cyclists must slow down for others. I'm fed up with cyclists going ting ting, ting 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 ting. Means get out of the way, but not in such a nice term. I think there's a few expletives in there that the cyclists are probably thinking along the way. But you know, I'm a cyclist, and I generally, you've seen me on the videos. I go slowly as I pass someone who's walking. I can remember when I first got on the boat and I was walking down or cycling in fact, down the Market Harbour arm, and two old ladies were giving me a right hard time about cyclists and all the rest of it. I thought, what are you going on about? But now I understand. I'd only been on the boat a couple of weeks at that point. Take extra care when passing people, pets and wildlife. I do, but I recognise that a lot of people don't. Respect people using the waterways for activities like angling, boating, oh there's a thing, or paddle sports. Wheelchairs, mobility aids, cycles and legal e-bikes are allowed. E-scooters, motorbikes, modified e-bikes and other unauthorised vehicles are not allowed. How can you determine what's allowed and what's not allowed? Are you supposed to stop someone and tell them, is this allowed? I don't know. Keep dogs under close control and clean up after them. Well, it's very difficult, CRT, when you're taking away all the bins, all the poo bins. People just leave their poo lying about now. I've trodden loads. Don't like it. And take your litter home. Generally speaking, someone mentioned this on the comments, you know, that the boating community needs to tidy up after itself. And I think generally speaking it does, but I do appreciate that some don't. The trust works to ensure everyone feels welcome and safe, and I believe it does. How can you say otherwise, really? The amount of people that use the towpaths, I think, is very good. I don't know how any of it can be policed, by the way. But the pictures they show are of the towpaths, which are paved and with lots of people on them and enjoying life. And I think, you know, kids on bikes, there's a great opportunity for kids to learn how to cycle. And I think it's a great opportunity. If you live near a towpath, live near a canal with a paved towpath, I think it's fantastic. I'll link it below. I'm not going to bang on about it because you can read it in your own way if you have the time. I'd like to know how they can hold themselves to account over it. Towpath service. A good towpath surface should be level, dressed in crushed stone to achieve a natural worn look. This is tactile, so encourages those on bikes to take it easy and gives an audible warning for other towpath users. Where I think a lot of the places are just concreted. Whether that's a new policy, I don't know. Trimmed hedges and trees, well, there's a thing. They're not very well trimmed or hedged, or whatever you want to call it. Unmanaged vegetation that restricts towpath width and headroom makes it hard for people to pass each other and to see along the towpath. for a neat but natural finish. Well, you've got a lot of work to do, I'm afraid. Towpath width when designed, again, if you allow the towpaths to over the vegetation to, where was I last? Cow roast, minging, just doesn't happen. And south of that in Dudeswell, again, it's just overgrown, not being looked after at all. Okay, so like I said, good document by and large. They've got lots of case studies. Obviously the good things, or look at us, look how good we are, lots of self-congratulation on that. But generally speaking, I appreciate the work that CRT do on the towpaths. I'm going to leave you with some pictures I took just recently. I have taken loads, and it's quite difficult to find out what the good ones are and what aren't. But here's a wide selection. So thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. For those of you that have, if you haven't subscribed, give us a go, because I like it when people subscribe. But until then, ciao, Papa.